Hey family, today I'm so excited. I got top 10 cities for you to do midterm rental right now today. Drop is so hot. I'm so super excited. This is Dr. Chau B&B. I've been doing this for 8 years. I have hundreds of clients, students nationwide. We've done hundreds of properties together, and now it's your time to shine. So whether you're a beginner or an experienced investor, you don't want to miss out on this. This is a midterm rental corporate housing trend that's taking over, disrupting the real estate industry. Stay tuned. First on the list is New York, man, the Big Apple. Why is that? Because there's so many things going on in New York, so many companies, so many international travel, so many opportunities. So New York is definitely one of the top places you can do midterm rental as well. And you don't have to do it in Manhattan. You can do it right outside Manhattan. We have a lot of students that do it outside of Manhattan as well that you can do. And then they can just commute, right? So don't miss out on New York. It's a definitely trendy place, a touristy place, very urban place, and the sky's the limit with New York. So check out New York. Next, we have San Francisco. This is a tech hub, a very cultural hub as well. And you want to check out this city. It's a beautiful city with a Golden State Bridge that is worldwide phenomenal. So with all the tech company, a lot of IT companies, they are looking for places for their people to stay. A lot of digital nomads, a lot of startups, stay-at-home works, right? You want to capitalize on this trend of all of these technology, AI and all of these startup and all of these companies. So that way they will stay for a long time and they will pay and they'll take care of the property very well. Next up, we have the good old Chicago, okay? Chicago is known for its financial districts, right? Known for its cultural and also a lot of snowstorms, a lot of windy places, which is good for insurance housing. So you might want to consider that because one of our best clients will be insurance housing, where we host these homes for families to go through a disaster like a snowstorm or a hurricane, flood, whatever. In Chicago will be like snowstorm. So that way they have a safe place to stay for their kids, their family, their pets, right? And then insurance will pay for it and they pay very well for it. So definitely, if you're in Chicago, definitely do this. If you're from outside, considering Chicago as well is one of your portfolio investments. All right, next up, you got it, is Los Angeles, LA. And I'm actually in LA, so you want to shout out to LA. What's up, Kylie? 3 things we want to focus here. Definitely a lifestyle place, a very business savvy place. And then there's also a tech place as well. Oh, Hollywood as well is a bonus. So, you want to look at TV shows, you want to be creative at this. So I did have some TV shows, booked my property before, right? Any kind of Hollywood shows, stuff like that for the entertainment place. And also people love this place. So people like the digital nomad wouldn't mind living here for months, right? And work on their business, their craft, or become an artist, whatever. They will rent it for months on at a time. Definitely, I love LA, and it definitely can make it to the top of the list as well. I have a couple of very successful students around LA areas, and shout out to them as well. So you want to definitely do it over here. Next up, we got Houston, one of the biggest cities with the most residential swelling out there. Why? Because it's close to the beach. It's also an oil play. So there's an oil play in there as well for this business. A lot of people drill their oil and it takes months. And these guys, these companies, they have tons and tons of money and they will pay for their guys to stay in the oil refinery or whatever oil factory, right? Definitely check out Houston. And it's also close to the coast as well. There's also a hurricane coming, and we host a lot of family with going through hurricanes and flooding as well with insurance housing. So Houston to make it to the list. All right, I gotta put this in here. This is my hometown, by the way, Dallas, Texas, okay? So not that I'm biased or anything, but it is one of the top 10 growing cities in the last 10 years. Why? Because we got a lot of people from California moving over, that's a lot cheaper for their cost of living, right? And we have Elon Musk coming to us. Dallas can benefit from that as well. So Dallas is got so many entrepreneurs there. I live there, so I know firsthand that there's so many entrepreneurs, good entrepreneurs from all diverse backgrounds. So definitely booming, growing like nobody's business, and you want to check out Dallas as well. There's tech companies, there's healthcare, big in healthcare. There's also hail and insurance claim in Dallas. We have hailstorm every single year, and we also have tornado as well. So definitely Dallas makes it to the list. All right, next we're gonna move to the southeast. So the center of the southeast, Atlanta, right? Atlanta, one of the biggest city in the southeast, if not the biggest. It's a cultural hub because everywhere you travel to in the southeast, you're gonna run into Atlanta, especially planes and big fly, international fly as well. So it's definitely the hub, and you don't want to miss out on it, right? Atlanta, make it to the list. Also very low cost of living. You can also rent out a property for a very low cost, and then you can sublet out to companies all day long as well. So Atlanta makes it to the list. Next up, we got Boston. Okay, Boston is definitely one of my favorite cities. I've been there as well. It's got a cultural charm like nobody business. It's also the hub for so many innovations. Also through academia is their big thing. So you can rent out to universities, to professors doing their research. You can have connection to the area, universities, academia, and all of that, and then grow your business, midterm rental, that way as well. It's also close to the coast as well. So, you know, there's some opportunities there as well. So definitely make it to Boston. All right, next up, we got DC, baby, DC. Why? Because there's a lot of government contracts, there's a lot of military contracts, and who is the biggest client in the world? It's our the US government, right? So you can land a government, you can land one connection in there, and you can get fed for the rest of your life. So DC is definitely make it there, and you don't want to miss out on this opportunity with government military contracts that will stay, they will pay definitely, and they will take care of the property very, very well. So DC, baby. All right, last but not least, we got Miami. Miami, man. I love salsa bachata, but anyway, Miami is so much fun. You know, international city, the hub of technology now. A lot of people moving there. All of the Northeast is you know, flying down there and live there and want to live on the beach, right? So you want to take advantage of that trend. Also, there's so many business opportunities. It's a hub for crypto, right? It's a hub for technology. It's a hub for young, urban, and also the Latin Americans is dominating the like the majority there. So there's a great opportunity for international businesses, all kind of business. So definitely Miami, baby, let's go. Okay guys, bonus. If your city does not make it to this list, don't be discouraged. You can start this anywhere, okay? The most important thing is you gotta know the local market, because real estate is a local thing. You know, as long as you're in the city, you're not out in the boonies, this business will work for you, pretty much, right? So that's why we have a team to look at every single deal for you, vet every single deal, and also analyze the local market as well for you. If you wanna book that call, we'll give you an hour strategy session with our top advisor, and then you can find out more about your local business as well as your local market, and then you can take it from there. There's a lot of dynamics to this business, like pricing, like staffing, how you decorate, how you connect to the sources of the corporate clients. So it really doesn't matter where you start, or like what city, like that's not the most important. The most important is the skill set, how resourceful you are, and then how much you know, and that's why we have, you know, our community you can leverage, the coaches that you can leverage and take that to the next level. All right, if you find this information useful, share this, like this, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. We will do more of this content and help you. And then take action now, you don't wait. This is a window of opportunity. Multi-billionaire told me the biggest difference between a successful person and a failure is they know how to grasp the opportunity, seize the opportunity when it opens. And the moment of window opportunities only open for a limited amount of time. So don't wait, take advantage of this trend right away, and you will see financial freedom. We have a lot of people that would love to help you as well.